Mark, thank you. It's almost time to go back to school, and it's important to make sure that your child is prepared. Dr. Gayatri Jaishanker, or Dr. J from ETSU Health Pediatrics, is here with us today to talk a little bit about how you can prepare your child for the upcoming year. Thanks for joining us today.
Oh, my pleasure.
Well, we appreciate you for coming on such a busy day, but let's get straight to it. What are some of the most important things to do before kids head back to class?
I would say top on my list is really start establishing that routine again, or re-establishing a routine. You know how summer is, we all relax and get back into sleeping in late or doing different things at different times, and so really getting back into getting that morning routine going, establishing that bedtime routine. I think that's really helpful, because come Monday when school starts in our area, you're going to have to be getting them on the bus early in the morning or driving them to school.
What are some of the best ways to get that started?
So I often find that even if you just woke them up a half hour earlier every day leading up to school starting, that's helpful, because it's really hard to move the clock up by like 2 or 3 hours. That's almost like jet lag. So just starting a little bit every day is good, and then really establishing that bedtime routine, winding down a little bit earlier every night, doing a bedtime story, staying active through the day but going to bed early, I think is helpful.
And I know that this time of year is so busy for parents. They're making sure they have the school supplies, the clothes, the schedules, things of that nature. But it's also important to make sure that they're up to date on their checkup with their doctor.
Yes, that is really, really important, and for a number of reasons. Things may have happened in the summer. You may have had a new allergy come up. You might have had an illness, and it's important to update your doctor on that. You may need some form signed by your doctor to be taken to the school because of some of those allergies or a chronic illness that you have. Often kids take medicines at school, and so signing that form for that inhaler or signing that form for that medication at school may be really important. And then last but not the least is to make sure that they're all up to date on their vaccinations. They're going back into school, back around a lot of people. Just staying up to date on that is really important. And then I think the advantage that you have if you've got your checkup done, usually as you start school, you sign up for sports, and you could then reach out and get your sports physical done.
Sounds great. It sounds like a great time to just go ahead and get it all done and ready to go.
Yes, I think really just thinking of it as a fun time. A lot of kids do get anxious getting ready to start school, and so thinking of something fun to do on that first day, have a photo shoot, cook a special breakfast for them. It could be something really simple, write a special note and put it in their lunchbox. Plan an outing for after school for that first day. Something to really excite them towards school, I think, is really important.
Yes, I know this is, kind of a scary time for a lot of folks, and I know that there might be some kids that are transitioning to a new school on the topic of anxiety. Do you have any advice for them?
If at all possible, meet the new teachers, go to the school, take a tour if they offer it. If you haven't been able to do that, even just practice going to the school, drive by the school, use the weekend to stop by and kind of show them where that new school is. Sometimes you find out that they're neighborhood kids who are going to the same school, so arrange a play date with them or plan to walk with someone to school. Just getting them excited. Think of it like a new adventure. And of course, it's always a time you might meet old friends, even if it is a new school. So.
Yes, well, the start of the school year is exciting. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today. And for more information or to schedule an appointment, you can call ETSU Health Pediatrics. That number is right there on your screen.